The Watchmen Program, Swift Renewable Energy Reconciliation Plan. The Watchmen Program will reconcile the negative energy of nations into a positive outflow of energy, starting from one community, spreading throughout the nation, and building internationally, working together in cooperation for the good of all. Now, the solution: reconciling the current crisis of mistrust. All nations, to a degree at this time, are experiencing is simply to come together with one common goal, working on a single project, which has a global green theme beneficial to all. Now, yes, this sounds very simplistic and kind of corny, yet now the global crisis is too great to be concerned how warm and fuzzy it all sounds, and yet usually the simple solutions are the most successful, economically, ecologically, and more importantly, spiritually. Building bonds of trust. The distrust that many within the minority community, and even an uneasiness perhaps the majority of citizens have at this time with authorities, namely the police, can only be eased with mutual respect, flowing from all sides. And yes, without trust, of course, you have mistrust, at least an unhealthy dose of skepticism. Unchecked, this breeds fear and panic on all sides. Now, a great way to achieve the trust which brings calm is first, good communication. A faithful way to start is simply learning the names of one another. This will lead to working together, living as allies, rebuilding our communities, and then we can rely upon one another to keep us all safe and watch each other's back. Now, the vital need for safety is what we all have in common, along with the need of providing for our families with hopefully living wage jobs and working in a secure, peaceful environment. This can be achieved with the building of renewable energy facility centers. This will be a nationwide projected vehicle to achieve all of our goals. Renewable energy communication centers. The centers will be comprised of individual containerized structures laid side by side to form one complete center. Within each unit, there will be an official office representing the basic first responders. Now, locally, you have the police, fire department, search and rescue teams, federally, Homeland Security, FEMA, the CDC, and other vital agencies. Now, these public first responder communication centers will be utilized for just that, communicating with the public. The citizens living in and around these centers will come and communicate with all emergency authority officials, all of the officers receiving helpful information on what to do and how to do in a terrorist attack or threat. Vital understanding must directly be given along with emergency booklets and flyers, and also with hands-on instructors. The centers will provide basic training classes for all disasters regarding earthquakes, fires, floods, and even civil unrest. This essential emergency training will increase the preparedness. These first, second, and third responders with basic first aid, at least enough knowledge where they can work as volunteer citizens, communicating, helping, and assisting hand in hand with these officials on a daily basis. The economical and ecological benefits. Economically and ecologically, the benefit of these renewable energy centers will also be an enormous reconciliation factor. Again, All containerized units laid side by side, forming one center, will be completely run by renewable energy, operated as a gridless green facility, not hooked up to any outside local power source. Moreover, right next to it, these facilities will be on display, which will be a home, a school, an office, an emergency medical unit, a portable farm even. That's right, producing organically grown produce and harvesting fresh fish locally. Well, this will be another economical and ecological dividend, which many organic produce stores, these food stores, have been begging for decades. Now, zero grid, green, renewable energy facility structures are what the citizens will build, providing homes and shelters for all citizens in need, especially the homeless and the refugees, developing millions of living wage jobs for a whole new industry. Not just building a strong middle class, which is badly needed, but breeding a whole new class of wealthy entrepreneurs throughout the nation will also be accomplished. Now, all citizens working in and around these energy communication centers, together with all local and federal first responders, will not only build this new renewable energy facilities industry, but also we will build a trust, a secure confidence, establishing working relationships, having cooperation with all first responder authorities, because they will then simply be known as our co-workers, our friends and neighbors. The goal is to establish 10,000 emergency renewable energy communication community centers within the nation and many thousands more throughout the global community. Now, regarding potential terrorist attacks and threats, complete cooperation and information sharing within all local and federal agencies throughout the international community, utilizing these emergency facilities, will help shine a global spotlight on planned terrorist activity. Yes, the basic cost for each completed center will be about 8.4 million US dollars. However, the projected earnings for just the corporate sponsorship funds alone will be about 25 million per quarter, which adds up to $100 million of new revenue annually. Moreover, this Watchmen program, once funded, will continue to fund itself and many other crucial infrastructure projects as well. 10,000 completed renewable energy centers placed throughout the country will generate over $1 trillion in new revenue on an annual basis. Now, please note, I wrote this economical, ecological proposal when we were about $15 trillion in debt. Now, tragically, we are $5 trillion more in debt, racing fast past $20 trillion. Please, we can turn back the clock on the debt and erase it every year with the Watchmen program. The details of this plan are written within the publication titled Reconciling Us or Revolution. The proposal within is called the Watchmen program. Please contact me direct, Chuck Thompson, 626-243-8200. My email is chuck@worldemergency.com. You can view the other products and services and proposals for the nation and internationally at our website, swiftrenewableenergy.com. I'm looking forward to working with all of you soon.